Hello everyone and welcome back to a Gran Turismo video where we're looking at the new time trial. We're at Brands Hatch and we're in the Genesis G70 3.3T all-wheel drive P package. That's a mouthful. So you can see that there, we're on sports medium tyres. Gold difficulty, I'm going to say is medium. The weight transfer is a little bit weird and you might struggle with that a little bit. Time estimate, gold time estimate is around a 142.6, okay? It may drop a tenth more, but I don't see it dropping too much more than that. I could be wrong. I try and estimate it as best as I can. And, you know, sometimes get it right, sometimes get it wrong. If you're not subscribed already, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you do enjoy this video, do give it a like. It does help out the channel a lot, and I appreciate all the support. Let's get into the lap then. As we head towards turn one, we're looking for the two board on the left-hand side, okay? Literally, as that leaves the edge of your screen on bumper cam, that is when you're going to brake. And you're going to drop to fourth gear. Now, you will notice I've got kilometers an hour on, as well as miles an hour. That was a request on the previous video. There you have it. So, whichever you use, you can judge here accordingly. Now, as you come into here, you notice the weight transfer a little bit. You can accelerate quite early in this car, okay? It does grip very nicely on those sport medium tyres. As you head towards turn two, which is Druids, you're looking on the left-hand side for that red barrier there. You're braking just as that hits the edge of your screen. You can brake just before it to be a bit more settled if you are struggling on the brakes a little bit, but I brake at it here, and we're going to drop down to third gear. Now, again, you might want to go to second here, but third gear is better, trust me. It's got a little bit of turbo there for the low RPMs. Leave that corner, head down towards Graham Hill Bend here, and on the right-hand side, you've got the one board or that green and white barrier end there on the right-hand side. I'm not sure what to call it. Now, again, you're going to brake and you're going to aim for the curb ahead of you, but you don't want to touch that curb. And if you do, you're going to be very, very scared about the grass on the right-hand side. So I touch it there. I made it fine. But if I go any slightly wider, I'm going to spin. Now, on the exit, use all the curb. It's there for you to use. Do use it. On the right-hand side, as you head towards this left-hander here, you're looking for the one board or that green barrier end there on the right-hand side. They're very close together, very easy to spot here. Now, you want to take a wider line in. If you take a tight line into this corner, you're actually going to slow down the back straight here. A wider line here in here. You notice how I turn in very late. I'm looking for that white line. That's where my apex is as well. And then I boost it out of the corner. Now, let's talk about the gearing in this car, okay? It's short shifting this car a lot. So let's zoom in here and let me show you where you shift. So you shift just after that red number, okay? It's literally just after, then you shift. So that's why you can stay in a lower gear as you leave some of these corners. It's got the torque, it's got the power there to be able to do that as we continue into fifth gear and head towards the fast right-hander. Now, you've got the left-hand side. You could use a red painted barrier. I use the one on the right. So it's after the one on the left, but it's at the one on the right, okay? The one on the right that I've highlighted. It's very much harder to see, so you can pick and choose here as you like. But I'm trying to brake at the one on the right. I'm going to drop to fourth gear, and notice the rotation I get. You want a later apex here. The earlier you turn, the wider you'll run, and you don't want to run too wide there. You will spin if you just clip the grass. This next right-hander, again, the red painted barrier. These are so helpful here at Brands Hatch. Literally, just before that hits the edge of your screen, you can see I've already started braking here. You're going to brake and you're going to stay in fourth gear for this one and turn in. Now, you can turn in quite early here and try and abuse the curb quite a lot, and that's what I'm going to do here. Notice how much I use there. And really don't be scared about using the exit there. The gravel won't spin you out. It might slow you down a little bit, but it's better to really abuse all the curb where you can there. On the right-hand side, then we have that one board. We're braking just before that. We're trying to get as close to that one board as possible, and the more aggressive you push this, the potential of running too wide on exit there really does exist. You will get weight transfer through this corner, as you're about to see then, and let's play it. As you come into here, notice a little bit of weight transfer, through we go, and just be careful about running wide on the exit. Now, heading towards the left-hander here then, we're looking for Bill O'Brien, that Marshall post on the right-hand side, okay? Really, really, really nice marker here. You can use any part of it. I'm more using the start, and I'm going to drop to third gear for this one. Third gear for this corner, okay, as I go into here. Now, I want to really clip the inside. It's cambered corner, so the more you take on the inside, the better your lap will be. So leave that corner. Be careful on exit about running wide. I did run wide a few times. I'm going to head towards the final corner then. And on the left-hand side, we have the green and white barrier there. That is your brake marker for this last corner. I used to try and get to one or where the Indy circuit approaches, but there's a nice marker there, and that's what I was using for this time trial. So as that leaves the edge of your screen is when you're going to hit the brakes, okay? So I hit the brakes, turn in, stay in fourth gear, keeps the car stable, and be careful about running too wide on exit. I just enough there. If I go any further, I'm going to touch the gravel and go off. Stay on the inside line here to maximize that lap time if you're very close to the goal time, and maybe you get a world record and beat my time there. I got the world record and I kept it for like an hour, or maybe just under an hour, something like that. It's great. Happy days indeed. And there's another 3 attempts in my lap, definitely. So going into turn 1, 2 board down the left-hand side. This was requested like a Martel Brundle style lap that I used to do as well. So 2 boards through here. Be careful on exit there. I got a little bit roasted. Just going a bit too wide there. In towards Druids then. The red painted barrier on the left-hand side. 3rd gear. Keep it tight. Eat it out as early as possible. The car does grip very nicely. You're not worried about power oversteer in this car. Graham Hill Bend, the green marked barrier on the right side. Turn in. Use all the curb on exit, okay? All the curb. Continue on through there. Stick towards the right-hand side now. We're looking for the 1 board and that green painted barrier. A wider line in. Remember, the line as it touches the curb, that's your apex. Then boot it out of that corner. Accelerate. Use a bit of the exit curb there. It's there for you to use as we go down this straight then. Now, remember, short shift the car. We're shifting at that red number there. As you see, we change over. Time reference point there. As it changes, use that. Heading towards Hawthorns on the right side. There's a red painted barrier. In we go. Chuck it in. A bit of weight transfer there. Be careful about running too wide there. It can happen and it's a bit dangerous. And then the red painted barrier again, just before that hits the edge of your screen. Use all the curb on the inside. Use all the curb on the exit as well. It's really handy for you to use there. Really push. Try and get as close to that gravel as possible. Through the dip then on towards the right hander. The 1 board on the right. Just before that hits the edge of your screen is your brake marker. Turn in. You get weight transfer as well. Be careful of that. Left hander. The marshals on the right hand side where they're protected. That is what you are using there as a brake marker. Be careful on exit. You will run wide a lot of time. Remember, use all the inside of that curb or the corner because it's cambered. The final corner, the green barrier on the left-hand side. Chuck it in. Be careful. Be patient with the throttle here. You don't want to run too wide on the exit. Boot it out that corner. Stay towards that inside line. Head towards the start-finish line, and hopefully you will get the goal time and 2 million credits. Yes, indeed. Now, obviously, you can continue doing laps. And I'd say there's 3 attempts in this lap for sure. In this Genesis car, as you can see, a bit of the 4-wheel drifting there through the corner. I actually quite like this car, to be honest. It's quite nice to drive. Really unexpected, to be honest with you. But that is going to be it in terms of this time trial guide. Hopefully it's of some use to you. If you have any further suggestions, please do leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to put them in where I can put them in and do what I can there. Maybe a slower, fast Martel Brundle lap. I don't know. Looking at it now, maybe it's better to do it at 50%. Who knows? As I say, let me know in the comments and I will do those improvements for you. Good luck getting the gold. As I say, this is possible. The time is going to come down a little bit. Look at the start of the video for those estimated times. But a big thank you for watching. Do give it a like on the way out. And please do subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. Plenty more content to come this year in terms of Gran Turismo and Assetto Corsa Competizione. There are 2 videos there for you to check out. So please do check them out. My logo's there if you do want to subscribe. But again, a big thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.